Recently we got a great review from a client whose personal injury case we handled, and we asked them to write us this review. And I thought the review was interesting because they put in there that at first they were hesitant about working with a personal injury attorney. And it's interesting because that's the number one fear that we hear from people when we meet with them after their car accident. We always ask, have you ever hired a personal injury attorney before? And most people say no. And we ask them, well, do you have any fears about working with a personal injury attorney? And the number one fear that they tell us is that they don't want to sue anybody and they don't want to get the person that hit them in any sort of trouble. And what we remind people is, you're not always going to file a lawsuit in a personal injury case. And in fact, most of our cases resolve before ever reaching court by way of a settlement or some other agreement. And on the occasion that the case does go to court, that's ultimately up to the client about whether or not they want you to file a lawsuit. So ultimately the decision is theirs. But what we tell people is, again, most cases resolve outside of court and don't require you to sue anybody and get anybody in trouble. And that's the misconception I think people have, is that they don't want to get anyone in trouble and they don't want to sue. And that's the reason for a lot of times that they avoid working with a personal injury attorney. So if you've been involved in a car accident, take our past clients' experience and don't be hesitant about working with a personal injury attorney. They can help resolve your claim, and it doesn't mean that you have to sue anybody.